Hello, this is Arielle from Inconspicuous Bear, and I'll be narrating the Bronze Tank Proving Grounds for Warlords of Draenor from a Guardian point of view. Since Bronze Tank Proving Grounds is mostly comprised of how hard you can spam your thrash button, I'm not going to go over talents or gear or anything like that. I'm just going to talk about the individual waves and how to approach them. The first wave is a single large or is it a single small? It's a single Sarok, the lizard dudes from Misted Pandaria. He does no damage. You basically just sit there and hit him, and then he dies. That's pretty much it. Sakari, which is a monk that sits in the direct middle of the ring we see here, will place a HOD on you that ticks for about 40,000 every 2 seconds, which is a ridiculous amount of healing, and will direct damage each mob either with a Chi Burst, which you can see her casting right now, which does a lot of single target damage, or a clacking, like a Jade Lightning thing, which she only does if there's 4 or more things up. That's pretty much all you really need to know for Bronze. There's no real mechanics. There's no tank as in air quotes, things you have to worry about. You pretty much just sit here and spam thrash the entire time. So right here we have a couple of rabids, I don't know what they're actually called. They're little dudes that don't do anything really individually, but they start becoming a nuisance if they appear in large groups, as we see here. Each one places a stacking debuff on you if it hits you. With a melee attack, you can see it's stacking up in the top right hand corner of my screen here. At this level, it's like really harmless. It only really starts becoming a problem in Gold and Endless, so you can just kind of sit there and spam thrash for those, and they'll go down reasonably quickly. The next wave will be spawning sometime soon. There we go, yeah, in 10 seconds. You'll actually have, depending on how fast you kill the mobs, you may actually have some downtime between waves, so don't be surprised if you actually end up waiting a few seconds for the next wave to come. This wave is just a wave of a few rabbits and a Sarok. The Saroks don't really do anything individually, or even in a group. They're actually extremely harmless, so you can just pretty much ignore those. Anything is more important than a Sarok, no matter if it's large or a small one. And here we just have I was just spamming thrash pretty much the entire time until all the rabbits were dead, and then you just go into a single target rotation. The next wave will be, I don't know what the next wave is. It's been a long time since I've done Bronze. And it's going to come up here. Yeah, you can see that you'll probably end up sitting here for a long time. A long time. The only real reason I'm doing this video is because you have to do Bronze in order to get through to Silver, which is the gateway into the Heroic Dungeon queue. So, I figured it'd be kind of useful to have a Bronze video. Here we have a bunch of Saroks. Again, they don't really do anything. You can see I'm actually just trying to not be bored by it, so I'm using like Pulverize and Maul and things like that. But you could probably just sit here and actually spam thrash, and you would have no ill side effects. Because the incoming healing from Sakari is so large that it doesn't matter. This is the first wave where you'll have multiple spawns. You'll start with the 3 Sarok, and then a group of rabbits will spawn afterwards. So really it's about positioning yourself so that you can pick them up before they get to Sakari. However, Sakari does have an absolute ton of health, so even if something hits her a couple times, it doesn't really matter. And you'll see in the Silver videos, it's actually better if certain mobs go attack Sakari rather than you. So, but I'll show that when we get to the Silver video, which you can see in the next in the playlist, and also on the YouTube channel. But the Sarok goes down, and that's Bronze. Good luck.